Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? So again, I'm going to be picking a random card, whichever card that comes out is whatever sign I'm gonna do. I just like doing it like this. It's fun, it's mysterious, it's natural, it's organic. It just is what it needs to be, okay? Now, but let me see. And of course, if it's a sign that I've already done before, I'm gonna have to get another card, but let's see, who do we have next in line? Aries. Okay, Aries could be dealing with a Sagittarius because Sagittarius came out. Aries. So this message is going to be for the sign of Aries. What's up, my fire babies? What's going on with the Aries gang? Aries gang, what's up, y'all? So let's get into the message. I felt called to go to my something is getting ready to fall, Aries. The mask is falling. You're seeing people for who they are. Yep. Aries, it's time to focus on some self love. When you focus on taking good care of yourself in mind, body, and spirit, it's going to teach people how to love you. Okay, it's just all right, all right. Hold on now. So for my Aries babies, you have the gift of claircognizance, where you have the ability to know things without having any previous knowledge. It's like your higher self, your spirit guides. There's just things that download in your mind, okay? And you know how to make people give to you. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, Aries, right? Because we have self-love, claircognizance, and persuasive. It's like you are being guided. It's something, there's an inner knowing that's telling you that you need to focus on loving on yourself. You need to upgrade your self love routines. And for me, this is not just what I'm getting from this is not just about, you know, the surface things, but how are you given to your mind? How are you given to your gifts? Especially if you know you have spiritual gifts. How are you given to those gifts? What is it that you're doing to give to yourself, to feed your brain? What are you doing? Okay. For some of you, it's like you know how to, you know how to get what you want, but do you know how to give yourself what you want? What else does Aries need to know at this time? Clear messages for Aries. Y'all got a lot going on. One at a time, please. What do Aries need to know? I'm going to take two more cards from this deck. And so said, so done. Yeah, you're the wild child. You have a lot of magnetism to you. And the thing is that make sure that you're using your energy and your power in the right way, okay? Because you are, you could be operating in your dark energy where you could be very manipulative. You're, it's almost like what I'm getting from this Aries is like someone or something could have hurt you and you decided to be manipulative. You decided to use your Queen of Wands energy. You're attractive, using your body to get what you want. But the thing is that you're still not being fulfilled on a spiritual and soul level because it's time for you to take some sort of step. There's something that you need to take a bold step towards fulfilling things for yourself. It's like and that's the thing. You know how to get what you want. So why aren't you not getting the things that you want? Why aren't you using this natural magnetism that you have to go after the things that you know is going to take you to the next level? It's like when you step bold into going after the things that you truly want. And here's the thing, going after the things that you truly want is an act of self love because it's your responsibility. So it's like instead of trying to get everyone else to do the work, you got to go put in the work and do it for yourself, Aries. There's something that you're needing to do for yourself. What else? Show me more about this clear cognate. Yeah, it's like there's something that you have an inner knowing that is something that you need to do, and you need to go ahead and do it because it's going to be perfect. It's going to, it's almost like you're meant to do something or you want to do something, but you feel like you don't belong. You don't feel like you can step into it, but it's like you actually can. This is something that's going to be perfect. Like you're the perfect person for the job. You're the perfect person for the face of whatever this is. You're the perfect person to go after this. So why aren't you going after it? Why aren't you doing it? And it's because you have to work on this self love and believing in yourself. There's something that you don't feel confident about deep down inside. It's like you have all this magnetism, you look good, and people are drawn to you, but you don't necessarily feel the same way about yourself as the way people feel about you. What about this persuasive? Yeah, it's like there's something there's some sort of level up that's going to come. There's some sort of and here's what I'm getting with this too. For some of you Aries, there's some sort of deal that you have that's coming, and you need not to play small. You need to request what you are worthy of. And this goes back to with the worthy, with the self love card. You can't feel that you're not worthy of getting whatever it is that you're trying to receive because you have exactly what it takes. And in fact, you're very persuasive when it comes to whatever this is. So go ahead and ask for what is it that you need with whatever this opportunity is because somebody is like some sort of deal somebody wants to give you, and you need to make sure that you are articulating what is it that you want and don't settle. Name your price because you're going to be able to get exactly what you want. So don't sleep on yourself. What about this magnetism for Aries? Yeah, manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. Make sure that you aren't being dependent on other people, okay? And make sure that people aren't being you're not dealing with people that are codependent. You need someone that is as just as independent as you, Aries. What about this wild child? Yeah, there's something that you want to go after. Go ahead and go after it, but just make sure that you're not sacrificing family for your career, okay? But I feel like whatever this is here is like you could have grew up where you could have grew up in a family where your family did sacrifice, career for family, but you are someone that you can be able to, you can get a balance. It's like there's some sort of opportunity that you need to take. And I feel like, especially if you have a family, you're afraid that you're not going to be able to balance this, but you need to go ahead and balance this, because this is something that is going to help you level up, Aries. Go ahead and go after whatever this is, because this is something that is going to lead you down the path of wealth. There's something new that you want to birth. There's something new that you want, some sort of idea that you want to act on, or there's something that you're thinking that you can't be a parent, a good parent, and still have you know um a good career. You can do both. So allow yourself the opportunity to go after both, because you have what it takes, because it says you're moving towards real wealth and prosperity. You're going to be wealthy. You're going to be prosperous at whatever this is. Like, you're on that path already. So go ahead and go after the things that you truly desire, and don't allow um, fear of what others are going to think, or fear of you not being able to. For some of you, let's say if you don't even have any kids and you're fearing that, okay, if I go after this thing, I'm not going to be able to, you know, be a mom or a dad. It's like you can do both. Whatever this is, what I'm getting is that you can do both. You can build a family and still have an amazing career and thrive in your career. You can have a family and still thrive in your career. You can do both. So don't let anyone tell you different. And look at the bottom, heavy on the, I'm telling you, you guys are needing to focus on yourself. And for some of you, it's time for you to get serious about your spiritual practices. What are you doing to align yourself when it comes to your mind, body, and spirit? Because with this self-care card here and the self-love card, it's like you need to pour into yourself. You have spiritual gifts that you've always had, and the more that you tap in and allow yourself time for stillness, you'll be able to tap into these gifts, because abundance is your birthright. You don't need to worry. It's like you're good when it comes to finances. Look at this. Share your gifts. You have gifts that you know that you need to be sharing with the world. And this is what is going to help elevate you. And this is what is stopping your growth. With this growth in the reverse and the let loose in reverse, you're not trusting your intuition with all of this in the reverse. You're not trusting your intuition, which is stopping you from growing. You're not operating out of a space in flow, which is stopping you from these new beginnings that is meant to bring you abundance. It's like you may be afraid to share your gifts with the world, especially if this is a gift surrounding, there's something that you have to share, even if this is with other consumers, it's with the community. For some of you, it could be, you have spiritual gifts, tarot. The tarot is here, so maybe you wanted to get into tarot. You want to do some sort of divination. You want to share certain things that you've learned, that you've always known, but you're too afraid of what other people are going to say. You're too afraid of, everything else. But it's like, it's not about anybody else. It's about you. It's about God. It's about what your intuition is telling you to do. And the more that you don't follow your intuition is what is stopping you from growing. And you need to allow yourself to not be so uptight. Everyone knows that Mardi Gras is the celebration of celebrations. If this card has shown up in your reading, this means it's time to let loose and forget all of the obligations that have been plaguing you, even if it's just for a few hours. Your ability to experience fulfillment and enjoyment in the moment has been compromised due to overthinking, managing life obligations, and experiencing a lack of joy in your day-to-day life. This current imbalance has started to affect your generally positive outlook, and it is time for some revitalization. Cut loose even just a little. See how much it positively affects your energy and overall outlook. So for some of you, yes, I'm getting, for some of you, you may need to go out, do things that's going to help you let loose. But what I'm getting from this, especially with this self care, abundance, and share your gifts in the upright, and then we have intuition, growth, and let loose in the reverse. It's like you are not allowing yourself to just go with the flow when it comes to your growth, when it comes to your gifts. You're not allowing yourself to be fluid when it comes to sharing the things that you know how to do effortlessly, and that is what is stopping your growth. You're not listening to your intuition, that inner knowing that you've already always had, that clear cognizance, where it's like you don't know how you know, but you just know. That's because this is something that you've always had since a child. This is a gift of yours, and you need to tap into that gift so that you could be able to get to your next level. If not, you're going to constantly stay stuck on what it is. And even if this is not something, with this tarot here, it's like maybe you need to start reading for yourself, or maybe you've been wanting to get some sort of reading. It is time to put your focus on taking care of yourself in the most ways, pampering yourself with a long bath, taking extra care about the food you put into your body, getting enough rest, and simply taking some time for yourself is recommended right now. You are close to running on empty, and it is taking a toll on you more than you realize. Sometimes self care can be as simple as learning when to say yes or no at the right moment, based on how you feel. Take the time to care for yourself and notice how quickly things start to fall into place in a much more effortless way. That goes back to that card that I was saying. You could be somebody that's very independent. Make sure that people are not dependent on you. Okay? But there's things that you know that you intuitively know that you need to be doing, and you're not allowing yourself to do it, and it is stopping you from getting to your next level. Let's see what the spirit of the ancestors have to say. And I'm going to give you guys a self-care card. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, or you could just be dealing with something with your finances, because Father of Earth is here, trusting on the unknown when it comes to how you're going to get your finances. You have to allow yourself to go with the flow. You are somebody that is very spiritually gifted, and even if it's not sharing your work like this, it could just simply be, how can you use your intuitive gifts to create the abundance that you truly desire, manifestation that you truly desire. For some of you, this could be, you're into candles, candle work. That could be something that you like to do with this conjure woman. Then the creation of fire. What else is it? Let me see. What does Aries need to know right now at this time? What does Aries need to know at this time? Clear messages from our Aries, please and thank you. What does Aries need to know? Chaos and destruction, too much. And it's funny because when I was pulling from the other deck, so much was coming out. You have a lot of things that's going on around you, and whatever this chaos and destruction is, it's distracting you from your purpose, it's distracting you from your self-care, it's distracting you from the things that you truly need in order to get to your next level. Clear messages, one message at a time for Aries. Soul awakening. Yep, you're going through a soul awakening, and this is the thing that this awakening is doing for you. It's opening you up to your gifts. It's opening you up to growth, but you have to be open to receive this. You have to be open to allowing yourself to go through this, because there's an inner calling that you have that you need to act on. What else for Aries? Clear messages for Aries. Creative expression. There we go. It's something that you got to share. And look, possibilities and potential. You don't see the potential in whatever it is that you should be doing. There's something that you know deep down inside can be very fruitful for you, but you have to be bold about it. And the thing is that you can get exactly what you want if you step into this boldly and if you do things the right way, if you focus on yourself. So I'm going to read the Soul Awakening card because I'm being guided to, and it says, cycles are ending so that you can be renewed. You are moving toward a new era and looking back at the lessons learned. This may be a season where you are analyzing your life. Signs and answers are being shown to you, but you must be willing to see them. You are in a period of sacred awakening. Continue self-reflection. The huntress ancestor is traditionally judge, jury, and executioner. She is all about accountability. This is a call to action. There is always a second chance. This is a time for reflection and reckoning. Revelations are unfolding. This is a period of personal reckoning, reckoning, pregnant with the opportunity for renewal and rebirth. I lovingly release the past and make way for fortune. So this is what it is. There's something that you're going to have to release, whether these are mindsets, whether this is substances, whether this is friends, a relationship, a job. There's things that you're going to have to release so that you could be able to step into your power. And with this Boo Boo the Fool here, it's like you have a new journey, a new beginning that's going to come that is going to require you to go free. For some of you, you may be pregnant, you may be stepping into motherhood. For others of you, you're pregnant with a new business idea, which is like having a baby, right? There's something that you need to birth, but it's going to require for you to let go of certain things in order for you to be able to step into this, divine birthright of yours, because you're meant to be aligned with wealth. And for some of you, this new beginning is meant to teach you how to love on yourself more, how to focus on you, how to not allow the outside noises to stop you from tapping into the God within you and tapping into God. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like you allowed yourself to get too distracted into the chaos and confusion that has been going on in your life, that, or even for some of you, like it said, being lost in family and not career, that now it's time for you to focus on your career. Or it could be, either way, you could be so focused on career that you're forgetting about family. Whatever it is, this new beginning is meant to help you align with the best and highest version of yourself. You have to allow yourself to go on this. And for some of you, you need to get over your fear of speaking, because there's things that you have to say, there's things that you should be sharing with the world. There's, you're gifted in your own way. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be through, you know, things of the occult and mystical things like that, but you have other gifts and other things to say that you need to start opening your mouth and saying, because you have people that will be willing to hear what is it that you have to say. Let me get a self-care card for you guys, and I'm going to end your reading. Let's see, what do Aries need to know? Clear messages for the Aries collective. Oh, there it goes. There it is always. Look at this. Y'all got a lot going on, Aries. Y'all really have a lot going on. And you have to figure out what is important and what you're going to pour your energy into. clear messages for the Aries collective. Thank you. And I'm not surprised that it's a self reflection card. Look what it says. It's okay to take time for yourself every day. What is your favorite way to practice self care on a regular basis? Why is it your favorite? Aries, you guys are really having to focus back on yourself. You guys are struggling with self care. The quote says, I lied and said I was busy. I was busy, but not in a way most people understand. I was busy taking deeper breaths. I was busy silencing irrational thoughts. I was busy calming a racing heart. I was busy telling myself I am okay. Britton Oakman, you guys are needing to focus on yourself because the things that you have been focusing on and consumed by, it messes with your intuition. It messes with what you have to do for yourself. Okay? It says, today is about studying the self care rituals you've already created for yourself. How have you been making time to notice your thought patterns? What activities do you enact to nurture your emotional state? In what ways have you been caring for yourself, caring for your body by offering it nourishment, movement, and rest? Where are you with these practices? Is not an end point. It is simply where you are. Give thanks for what you have already done for yourself. Making time and space for yourself necessarily involves setting boundaries with the outside world. Even if interacting with others is a part of your self care routine, the place from which this activity arises is deeply personal and serves an inner well. Today, reflect upon the boundaries you have already put in place around your time and space. Who do you let in and when? How are these relationships serving you? What time do you make for your own creativity? And how do you allow yourself to manifest your visions into the world? What roles have you intentionally made for yourself in larger communities? What limits have you set around your work life? Which boundaries seem important to maintain, and which ones could shift in order to allow you to become the person you seek to become? So, Aries, that's what I have for you guys. Focus on yourself. This is what I'm going to name it. Aries, focus on yourself. You are needing to focus on your self love and your self care rituals. You might have fell off because you've been too consumed by everything and everybody else except for your own self. So, get some boundaries. It's okay to, balance the other roles that you have. But guess what? If you are a wife, you can't be a good wife if you're not pouring into yourself. If you are a mother, you can't be a good mother if you're not pouring into yourself. If you are a girlfriend, if you are a auntie, a daughter, whatever it is, son, a uncle, a father, a business owner, you cannot be the best you if you are not pouring into yourself. So just remember that self care is just as important as everything and everybody else. But the way you treat yourself is the way that people are going to treat you. So if people don't honor your boundaries, it's because you don't honor your boundaries. If people don't honor your time, it's because you're not honoring your time. You have to do the things that are required to help you be the best you. Okay, my Aries babies? This is what I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.